divisional matchup, though, and it's a fairly close travel situation for San Fran. So I do like the Niners, but I would like it better if it had gotten down to 3 or less.
Steve Merrill joins us from Wager Talk, and I wanted to go back to one Saturday game that I meant to ask you about earlier, and that is the Red River rivalry that's going to be taking place in Dallas. Because with you guys and your simulations on this, does it matter with this line if it's Arch Manning or if it's Quinn Ewers that's going to be playing for Texas? Because we assume one, but the other one has been just as good, if not better.
I agree. I simulate both, so I kind of get an average of how likely I think either one will play. But for the most part, I rate them even. I think yours is a little bit more of a known quantity in a big game. Maybe you like a little bit more of a veteran presence, even though Manning's probably the more talented quarterback. 5 years from now, we're going to look back and say he was the better quarterback. So we'll see how it plays out. My simulation, by the way, as with a lot of games, as I mentioned this week, right on the number. 14 is what it has Texas winning by. So here again, I think the total might be the better option. We have seen some sharp money come in on the under. 51 is a very key total. A lot of people don't realize that, but a lot of games can land on 51, 27-24, 41-10. A lot of numbers get you there. 31-20, for example, which is a likely outcome in this game. It's gone from 51.5 down to 50.5, 50. So we lost a little bit of value, but I do agree with that move to the under. This Oklahoma offense just is not that good. And it's kind of hard to get used to that because the last several seasons, they've been a great offensive team, terrible defensive team. It's the opposite this year. They're pretty good defensively. Texas is fantastic defensively. They're giving up less than 4 yards per play. So I do worry about Oklahoma when they get behind if they can catch up with that mediocre offense. So for that reason, I think the under, especially at 51 or more, is probably the best option.
All right, before we let you go, Steve, Sunday